Have you ever eaten dry, tough, rubbery chicken? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to cook juicy chicken tenderloin. Hi y'all, Don here with Southern Backyard Cooking. Today's video will be showcasing how we in the South cook chicken tenderloins. We like them done, but juicy and not dry. These are great for a salad or go along really good with some mashed potatoes and green beans. Makes a great dinner. We are going to be doing this in 5 easy steps. If you like my video, please make sure you subscribe and ring that bell. This will allow you to follow my site and get notifications whenever a new video comes out, and all this is free. Alright, our first step is to marinate the chicken, and to do that we have to make our marinade because I use a homemade marinade. So I use a half a cup of virgin olive oil. I use 3 teaspoons of a white wine vinegar. I use 1/4 cup of Parmesan. Usually I like a fresh Parmesan. This comes in the grocery store, so it's already grated, which is really good. And then I use a clove to a clove and a half of finely grated garlic and 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. I have both those in there. And then my spices. And in my spices I have a half teaspoon of dried oregano, a half a teaspoon of dried parsley, a half a teaspoon of dried basil, and a 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and then a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Some people like a little bit more black pepper. That's fine. You can add more. Not a problem. And the last ingredient I have in here is a little bit of sugar. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all these, and I just got a little mason jar. So I'm just going to pour it all in. The liquids, I want to make sure I don't spill everywhere. My cheese. My mayonnaise and garlic. And then all my spices. And the nice thing about using one of these mason jars is I can just pick it up and shake it together. And that makes my marinade. Alright y'all, so we're ready to marinate the actual chicken. What I've done is I have 3 pounds of chicken tenderloins. I've rinsed them, let it drain, put them in a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. Now I'm going to add my homemade dressing. And I'm just going to pour it all over it. I want to kind of scrape it out to get all the good ingredients out of there. I'm going to Ziploc it, zip it up, get some of the air out, and I just want to make sure all the pieces are covered. Now I want to take this and put it back in the refrigerator for a minimum about 4 hours, preferably overnight. Hey y'all, I'm out here at the grill. I've got a ceramic grill. These things are really good for cooking anything. They cook them a lot faster than any other things, so you got to really watch the times. I've already got the charcoal lid in it. We use lump charcoal in these, not regular Kingsford or something like that. It's a lump charcoal. The nice thing about lump charcoal is you can reuse it. So I've got it lit. Got my temperature around 350 degrees. I have it on sear, so I'm going to close my vent down on the bottom halfway. That's on the grill, and I'm going to start putting my chicken on here, and I'm putting them against the grain of the griddle. And I don't want to put it in the center because the center is really hot. That's the hottest part of this particular grill, and most of them like this, that is the hottest part. But you can already start to hear it sear and sizzle. I have 2 sets of tongs. This one here I'm using for raw chicken, and once it starts cooking, I want to use a different set That way I don't cross-contaminate anything and end up being sick. Nobody wants that. So I'm not going to put all of them on here at this point. Just putting a few because I don't want any in the center. I'm going to close it. I'm going to leave them on here for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them a quarter of a turn. That'll get those really nice grill marks on them. About another minute, I'm going to flip them over. All right, y'all, it's been about 2 minutes. I got my clean tongs. My chicken tongs are over here. So I'm opening up, and what I'm going to do now is just basically turn these a quarter of a turn. That way it'll get these marks on it a little better. And as y'all are cooking, and you will find out, certain spots of your grill will cook faster than others. Like, for example, mine, the front part really cooks fast, and the back part cooks a little slower. Alright, y'all, so far I put the chicken on the grill. After 2 minutes I turned it to where it gives us nice X-looking grill marks. 2 minutes later I flipped them over, and 2 minutes after that I turned them again to get those X marks. Now I'm going to check. I want to get 165 degree internal temperature. Yep, we're at 165. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start pulling them all off. Alright, y'all, got all the chicken pulled off. I have one set on a different plate. I've cut into it. Notice it is nice and tender. Let's taste it out. Man, that's good. Really juicy, moist. The marinade just comes out in the flavor. It's going to be great over a tossed salad, as a chicken salad, or even if we make it into a meal. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, make sure you give me thumbs up and subscribe. That way you can get notifications on all new videos that I have coming out.